So I'm back here in Jon Shafer's at the gates for another session of play with the Avars. And yeah, I didn't actually do an actual save last time, so we're just going to be jumping into it at the last save basically and going from there. Nice from at the auto saves, by the way, because it saves every turn. I don't really have to basically, save at the end of every turn. And, well, I guess there is some reason to save, because, we have to make sure this guy forage here, and make these guys, join this army over here again. But, whatever. Alright, so, I'm trying to decide what I'm going to basically do right now, and, I guess I had this guy train as a horse train over here. Now, I actually had a fight in between, this episode and the last one. I got all these horses here, right, and I was pretty much training them into, war horses, but another thing I actually do with horses is actually, just use them for, professions that I could basically make my guys do. Specifically, one of them I could do for, these guys down here is guides, and these guys basically make the hunters and gatherers and deers all do, a lot better, so, it basically increases all their production by, 50%. And, that'd be, something that, a lot of, potters I could make use of to, really, get more resources basically get for my guys. It's something I, could aim to do. I already got the harvesters, of course, which is, awesome. But, I could go for, the other stuff as well, basically to try and, boost up my guys', production too. Hunters, Gatherers, Reapers, Hunters, Gatherer, Digger. So apparently the guys don't help my Reapers, that's good to know. But it'll still help the Hunters and Gatherers, they have, a lot of at this point, so. That's something I could do with my Scout, and I could actually still make him into, a trader at some point in the future, but, if I was making him a trader, I'd have to send him all the way up here, which is fine and all, but it might be a better idea to make him into, say, a guide right now, and then that'll be a good, thing for him to do right now, for now. I won't be using, the guide forever, for example, so is this a good way to, make use of him for now? So, maybe I'll start researching some guides here. And that'll be something for this guy basically to turn into at some point. I should probably note, by the way, I should probably get slice drivers at some point with my, my clans here. Just so I get more timber. I'm getting lots of timber right now, but, timber is something that's very valuable to have, so. It's definitely something I want to have a lot of. Timber. I could buy some war horses, apparently, for a little bit of money here. War horses, as you can see, basically, they're well, as you can see, I can sell this for, 9 gold here. This I'd be able to, buy for 15 gold. Right now. That's, of course, half off, and, basically they used to be 30 gold each, but, still a fairly good price, these guys. Basically, right now, I'd be buying these for, a little bit more than, the regular horses. Actually, what I want to buy is I'm going to, get them anyways, right? So, maybe I'll just get some. Nah. I think right now I'm just going to buy some cloth. Because cloth, of course, will be used for my upgrade my caravan when I get to it. I'll sell this stone here, because we're not going to be making stone blocks for a while, I don't think. There are some tools on sale here, apparently, so I may want to buy those, because they're, cheap. And, cheap tools are, of course, very, very good to have for the road ahead, so maybe we'll buy all those. It's willy-nilly just buying a few things here and there. Alright, so this basically happened over here. The logging camp is degraded. Note that I'm basically getting, no timber now from this, so I'll abandon this, basically move them somewhere else. Actually, you know what? I will eventually ban, the logging camp here, but what I'm probably going to do first with them is, just let him sit there so that this guy can basically mine with, without issues basically happening to him. And I'll basically get the horse trainer trained, and then we'll basically get this guy basically to, move up after that. After this guy's trained, I can move to summon, basically. So, let's finish this. I can trade some guides, so that's nice. I'll get access to Severus, I guess, for the future. I may want to get myself access to a Tinker at some point, so basically, you know, get my, like, you know, knowledge going up again, but we'll do all of that in the future. You know, I'm actually thinking about this right now. What I may actually want to do right now is actually get my, you know, my guys trained up first, because then I can actually, you know, get more food production going, which is probably more beneficial right now, so let's do that instead. These guys have apparently harvested a wheat over here, so they're going to move all the way back over here, I guess. And we'll harvest that wheat. These guys are almost done fishing, so they'll be moving as well. You know, it's funny that this piece of forest right here somehow managed to last as long as it did. Because what I'm basically going to probably do here is move, like, you know, this up to here, so we need to get access to, like, you know, the, this here and basically get more wood as a result of it. Move it, like, to this, you know, this tile here, so basically get access to berries for this guy to come down to eventually. Will be the plan. Okay, this guy's basically done over here. Let's get him to move over in this direction, I guess, so we'll go over this way first, I guess. You are going to basically forage the wheat right there. Alright, now I basically have guides and, like, you know, the harvesters here. These guys, of course, are going to basically, like, you know, greatly increase my food production, I believe. Hopefully. I believe these guys stack. I'm pretty sure they would, so you'll have to taste it, you know, I'll basically have to check to see if, like, you know, this increased by a lot or not, you know, from last time. We're going to pack up the summons, so basically, you know, I can move them over here, basically get my, stuff done. We'll do that. And I can now train surveyors. Ooh, expect a chilly winter. Chilly winter's not that great because it basically means I'm going to have, like, you know, a lot less time basically to scavenge for food. But whatever. This guy's going to move over in this direction. And we'll ban this, I guess. I probably should have banned it sooner, but, you know, whatever. You're just going to move like this, I think. Lots of stuff up there to get from animals, I guess. And, you know, let's follow the coastline over here a little bit. These guys are done with, like, you know, harvesting over here, so we'll get that going. And yes. I'm basically trying to decide what I want to make my guys do here. Is a thing. Directions for that. I'm tempted to research slave drivers, so I can basically get, like, access to, like, these guys eventually in the future for someone to basically do. These guys here, I think I sent out into the world because they're paranoid. So I probably don't want them doing that, but, you know, the stuff I can basically do with this stuff here, basically, you know, increase my food production for some stuff. There's also chillers apparently as well. Let's go for Tinkerers though, I guess first. This is going to have, like, you know, a knowledge-based guy for doing stuff eventually in the future. And we'll go with that. Okay, this guy I'm going to move up in this direction, so let's get him over here. And, you know, I'm thinking about making these guys go up in this direction a little bit, so we can basically explore with them a little bit, because these guys move pretty fast to, like, summon, so why not? I'm not really, like, you know, making use of any actual, you know, clans right now, because I don't need to really, like, you know, produce this stuff right now. So, we'll explore these, we're selling a little bit here. That looks to be, like, you know, it for over here, so it's a little bit more land, and then that's basically it for it. These guys finished their harvesting stuff, so... Oh, there's a band over there. It'd be risky being near that band, I think, so let's move away from him. I'll go down the coast with these guys a little bit. It looks like there's a little bit more to explore over here if I send a scout, but, you know, I sent him back, of course. I'm not going to worry about that, I guess. I could buy some iron now if I want to. Buying iron for the future might be a good thing for, like, you know, doing stuff with. And by the way, I know I have war horses here. Something very interesting about the horses is that, you know, I'm actually, like, you know, able to, like, get, like, you know, 2 war horses for every, like, single horse here, so... We're actually going to be able to get, like, a lot of war horses out of it, which is very, very nice. And we're just going to sell our stone for now again. I'm going to buy, of course, some cloth. That'll be enough for a clan limit for now, I think. So we won't worry about increasing my clan limit with, like, you know, buying cloth, I think, for the future. I'm really tempted to buy this iron just so I can, like, have access to it. Because, you know, I can, like, you know, build tools and stuff and such from iron, so... Let's buy the iron for now. I'll upgrade that caravan in the future, of course, at some point, but... You know, it'll be next spring, I guess, when I do it. So... I don't know, because I have the guides here, these guys should be getting more production as a result. And it's getting colder now, of course, so we're seeing it come down. Alright, these guys move over there, so... I'm not going to be able to reap a whole lot of stuff with this guy if, like, you know... I don't try doing it now. You know, I really should hit this guy just to get rid of him. Let's do that. That hurts this guy a little bit, but, you know, not a whole lot. And I can just reap this a little bit. And these guys over here can... Yeah, so basically right over here it's like, you know, a little bit of, like, you know... a little bit of stuff over here with arches apparently around it. You can go... back over here now. You're just going to put the logging camp right there now. And we're back over here. Yeah, I gotta remember that, like, this guy can see fire, so I can actually, like, see a little bit of, like, the land around here. So get my bearings of what's going on over here. I don't necessarily need to basically scout this stuff out. You know, I can use this fisherman here a little bit because he's got, you know, the sight range for it. Paranoid can have his perks, basically. Even though, like, you know, it makes him slower, he's still able to explore, I guess, as a thing. Alright, this guy over here. I'm planning to send this guy over here basically to do stuff, but let's go up here first to explore a little bit. This guy's basically done his work over here, so we'll get you over here. There's some bandits over there apparently, so I gotta watch out for those. Let's get a long camp done with him. I guess this guy move while he's basically, you know, it's one of those things. I really wish in camp was a lot better for the most part, but whatever. Alright, you here. At this point with this guy here, we're going to move right there, I think, with him and just unpack him right here. And here's our new clan. We got someone who's basically reserved, so He doesn't engage in feuds, he doesn't engage in brawls, doesn't have desires. He's also obsessive, so, you know, desires would be like more likely. But, you know, doesn't have desires, so that's a nice thing to happen. I like it when you have like this issue where, like, you know, basically this means like, you know, times 0 chance of desires, you know, times 0.5, so it's like, you know, it's like 1.5 times 0. He's only got 0 chance of desires. It works. Huzzah. Now I'm thinking about possibly making this guy into my potter so I can, you know, get more like food supply out of him. So maybe I might do that with him. And I think that's what we're going to do. We're just going to make him into like a crafter. And then we'll just finish our turn. Now, of course, that long camp's going to take a while to build because, you know, I moved a little bit far away from it, but, you know, whatever. They'll get built soon. Apparently, it's going to get it built next turn. So, that's something to note about. Apparently, these guys don't encamp while they're basically, you know, building up stuff. I'm not sure if that's intended or not, but, you know, that he's either going to build it or he's going to get damaged either way by that guy, so that's going to happen. Let's go over here. We'll explore with this guy a little bit over here. You're just going to encamp. So I could actually fight this guy and win, apparently, over here. That's interesting. You're going to identify this for us. And my scouting fisherman over here is going to go this way, and I'll look around. You know, I'm wondering how like, you know, close to, like, you know, the Western Empire we might be over here in the world, or if, like, you know, we're in the East. And we're going to make you into a potter. I need to find something to weave at some point. You know, I could actually get wool turned into, like, cloth at some point, but, you know, I'd rather hunt these sheep, I think, for the most part right now and not worry about it. Finish. And our logging camp is built over here. This guy's mining now, so that's all cool. You're just going to encamp for now. And my hunter here could drive this guy off, but it would hurt him a lot to do so. Let's just send him over there for now. There's a river down here, apparently. I am running out of horses, by the way, so it's like, you know, I build this stuff up. So I should watch out for that. I'm gonna, like, you know, use, like, the war horses, like, you know, I can get war horses and, like, you know, get these you know, guys with, like, you know, power and such, but did that wrong, but oh well. You're gonna go here and here. There's the barbarian camp over there, by the way. Innocent camp. This guy might come out to attack him, which is suck, but, you know, we'll just encamp him for now. Why do these guys have such low health at this point? I'm not sure why these guys have such low health as they do right now, but, you know, whatever. My army is apparently losing lots of health for some reason. Hopefully I don't start losing hunters, you know, oddly enough. For odd reasons. We'll get that going. Apparently stuff is freezing over here, so this guy might get trapped down here in ice. My like, you know, scouting fisherman for the most part, but we'll see what happens to him. Oh, he's, you know, pretty much trapped in ice. Not entirely, but, you know, you can't move. Here into encamp. this guy here. I am tempted to try and drive these guys off, but I think I'd rather, like, you know, wait for now. And we're just going to have this guy sort of sit here and sort of guard this guy until, like, you know, he's done his, like, you know, exploration of what that is. This guy finished this thing, so let's get him over here. They're, of course, camping down here, these guys. We'll get this guy to go over here, I guess, for now. Get him over there. That's the scariest thing to see of all things. There's a, you know, if that guy comes out, I'll be in trouble because I don't think my guy can, like, you know, withstand that. I may want to start moving away my, guy here. Yeah, those guys didn't move, but I think at this point it's really too dangerous for these guys to stick around here, so we're going to get these guys to move away. Very, very slowly. You're going to encamp. My guards basically make it over here when I get the chance, so just stay here for now. We have access to Tinkerers now, so if I want to get those on operational, I can. You know, I may want to get myself trawlers at some point, so I may get more, like, you know, fish from, like, my fishermen. That'd be something that, like, my livestock people could possibly do. Maybe I'll start doing that. Yeah, my horse trainer is running out of horses as we slowly, like, you know, find them all. Forge that view. And we'll basically camp with these guys over here, I guess, so they don't die. Now, it'd be risky to get anywhere closer to this guy with, like, you know, that bandit there, but we're just going to keep moving him along in the wintertime, I guess. So that finally happened. Now, no bother with the gold mine. I'm going to keep this operational because I'm still getting lots of treasure from it, like, each turn, so it's worth having around. Unlike the long camp, which basically, you know, degrades so much, but, you know, whatever. Now, this guy could get me at this point, but well, this is, like, you know, a Reaper, so it probably makes more sense to maybe move this guy, I think, so we'll keep moving this guy as is. This guy's going to move this way. Keep your turn there. We're going to get this guy over here just to start getting those, like, you know, things harmed, I guess. We'll get over here. I'll do this. So yeah, gold mine's being degraded, so we're not going to get as much gold from it, but, you know, whatever. We're still getting lots of gold basically to do stuff, so that's fine. We got a Riverman who's a fast learner. That's not a bad thing to have for, you know, a trait. Got a dry summer coming up, so that's nice. You're going to encamp. You're going to encamp. You're going to encamp. Bandits over here, apparently. I wonder how many turns I basically got of, like, you know, hunting here of these guys. It looks like I'm halfway done with these guys, so I want to basically get this all done before, like, you know... Well, you know what I really should do here? I feel I'm making this guy go up to basically turn into, like, you know, a horse archer, because basically he'd be, like, you know, resourceful and be able to, like, you know, manage, like, you know, issues with, like, you know, the thing. So I think what I'm going to do, this guy's actually going to send him back this way, I guess. And we're going to basically get this guy to get, you know, change to a horse archer, if I can. And it looks like the picks are starting to expand down this way for some reason, so... They're getting strong. And of course, these guys have, like, no power, but, you know, whatever. They could get wiped out very easily, those guys, but, you know, we'll hopefully not have them wiped out. Alright, you're a Riverman who's basically got Fast Learner. This is pretty good traits to basically have for, well, the Riverman is good to basically have for movement type of traits, so I might want to make you into a scout. Would be the plan, maybe. I can send like down, like, you know, the scout up here, for example, so we can see what I'm missing over here. Though I'm sort of wondering at this point what I really need to have for, like, you know, my clan. I'm not at this point for profession-wise. I really need to start getting myself, like, you know, weapons so perhaps made them ready, so basically you can start doing stuff with that. So I might also turn into a Reaper just so I can have, like, you know, more of this, like, reaping stuff going on for now. There's this basically to identify over here. There's, like, that wheat over here to get. I can always use another farmer type of character, so to speak. But I think right now we're just going to make her into a scout. I want to make her into a scout just so I can basically, like, look around to, see what's in the area, I guess, for the most part. And by the way, I got 28 war horses, so that's cool. Okay, you're basically going to be able to get over to here. There's my new scout. Let's send him up over in this direction. You just go here and force this, I guess. And you're just going to encamp while we basically wait for that to basically, you know, ready itself. Alright, caravan. I kind of wish more horses would be available at this point, but, you know, well, oh well. I can sell lots of stone here for some money. Let's do that. And, you know, I could actually start selling war horses for a little bit of money now if I wanted to as well. You know, I want to basically sell all this stone, but I wonder what I want to buy for is a thing. I guess we want to buy this iron here because, you know, we'll want the iron basically turn into other stuff like weapons. Sell some of that more, I guess. I might just buy the cloth just for the simple reason that it will be useful to have cloth later on, but I could also use, like, the flax and wool to be turned into, like, you know, stuff as well at this point. That might be something I want to do instead, just, like, get the, you know, flax and wool to, like, you know, get more stuff. This is apparently quite cheap over here, the oil. But I only need to, think I care about the oil that much. Let's upgrade the caravan. So they can, bring more to me. And we'll buy, the wool and the flax. There we go, we sell some more of that. Yes, decision. What do I want to buy here, so for the most part? Because I want to basically, sell all this stone, I guess, for the most part here, so... I really wish I had horses. I'm tempted to buy some boards. But... maybe I'll also buy some coal. There, that works fine. I have a little bit of money, he has no money. We have a nice little bit of supply surplus here. Okay, someone is idle, we'll get more of this. And we'll finish our turn. This looks like connected over here, which is very, very interesting. So... my horse will have to wipe out both these guys over here, I guess, to, sort of claim this land for myself. Will be the plan. The clans are idle. We're going to basically send this guy over in this direction to have a look around. And over there is apparently the Goths, so the Goths are north of us apparently. That's going to be very winterized up there, so that's interesting. You're going to basically make your way over to... here, I guess. You're going to forage that. You're going to basically encamp. Really shouldn't be exploring with the Reaper at this point, but I got nothing better to do with that Reaper over here that, is basically just out in the middle of nowhere. So, greetings, leader. I have heard of your great deeds and come with a gift. So, this is one of the things that can basically happen in this game where you basically can exchange gifts to people. So, you can be for the Goths here. You basically receive some gold, or you receive lots of gold, or you receive more treasure. So you can be thank you, give no gift in return. Which is basically, rude. You can say, I have a gift for you as well. You can give him treasure. You can give him food, or I don't want your garbage. Basically, hurt his feelings even more. With this guy here, he's only probably he's not even the enemies the Romans for some reason. I think I'd rather make give him some food basically to make him on my side, I guess, for now, because they're basically friends of everyone, so we'll do that. Thank you for your generosity. We get some food for money. And let this guy go over here. Now here's a question. Is this connected over here, or perhaps it's not? Who knows? I might have just a giant lake down here, so this guy might have to come back to my summit to basically train on something else. This guy here, though, you need to get over to... yeah, I could train him up this way, but let's get him to go this way, this guy here, so we can get him over here. And my scout can go up there. And into the, marshy, area here he goes. Nope, we're in a marsh, so this is going to take a little bit longer to go through, but, whatever. Do some of this. Fans are idle. Damn it, so that did actually happen. These guys actually died over here from something. So... yeah, I really wish there was more indications so I can learn how things die. Let's see when these guys die basically. So right now we're basically on turn 75. Let's go back to February. So all these guys were still alive in February. But they were dead in April, apparently. These guys over here. What about March? Now I'm basically worried about these guys. I basically don't want to be losing, like, you know, guys like this. So, you know, at this point, let's just try moving these guys all back at once. So I can basically, like, you know, save them all. Will be the plan. And you know what? If I have to, I can basically turn one of these other guys into, like, you know, the horse archer. So, you know, that's something else I could do. So, for example, this guy's able to, like, you know, stay out here a little bit longer because it's basically resourceful. So, I keep him, like, foraging, and the other guys can basically, you know, merge, or not merge, I guess. Let's just get this guy over here. This guy over here. They're going to run these guys back to Summit because they're, like, so weak. And I'll leave that guy basically there to forge the Aurochs. But it's something that, you know, I really wish, like, you know, it really does have to be that, like, you know, these guys, like, you know, have to have some warning to let you know when these guys get killed off by, like, you know, the supply issues. Because it is annoying, for sure. Well, we know that this is basically, you know, an area of interest over here, I guess. Most basically repeat some of his turns again. So, Brimman, Learner. You're going to basically turn into a Scout. And I forgot about this guy moving over here, so he's going to take some damage against this guy, but whatever. Start foraging that for me. That is, you know, that'd probably be my number one complaint about this game. Just, like, you know, guys taking, like, you know, unnecessary, like, you know, supply damage that, you know, really shouldn't be, like, happening. You're going to camp. And this guy here going to start moving back, I guess, at this point, so basically, like, you know, be useful. You know, it's probably going to put him in harm's way, but let's put him right there to identify that. So he can basically do something useful. When I get to horse archers, hopefully I'll be able to save him, so it'll be that. You're just going to encamp. And we'll basically go find the Goss again, so this guy over here. So it looks like the seed's sort of saved by way of, like, you know, this happening here, so that's one good thing to say about this game. We'll upgrade this. We're going to basically buy this. We're going to buy the flax and the wool. And then the coal. That's all done again. These guys are still alive, so let's get them back over here. You're going to move over here and say hi to the Goss for me. You're going to forge this. I'll send these guys up here. We're almost back to, like, the part where I basically, like, you know, had to, like, go back to, like, you know, save my guys. You guys just make your way over here. Now here's a question. Is this guy taking supply damage over here, I wonder? No, he's not. So that's a good thing, at least, about him. That's nice. You're going to go over here. We'll give this guy some food again. Get some more leverage, apparently, from this guy if I want. Boost more fame and finish turn. And we'll get this guy into my territory here, so they're safe again. Whoops. Well, we can go there, I guess, to get out of there. There's a river up here, apparently. And these guys are just going to boost some more. Alright, these guys make it their way over here, I guess, so we'll do that with them. I found a field of grapes. That's good for gathering, I guess. Send that guy over there. So we found a field of grapes over here, apparently. We're going to go up here. We'll send this guy down here, basically to the forest for a turn, and I'll basically move him up in this direction, I guess, to do some stuff. Let's boost this over here. Yeah, they'll be able to get their next turn in interest summit to start training again into a horse archer, I guess. One of them at least will be.